Hello my friends, welcome to my channel. This is Mike with Mike's Wilderness, and probably no surprise, I'm back in my hometown state park here. I apologize for the wind, but it's probably pretty noisy, although it comes and goes. But anyway, we're going to get out, do some hiking today. It's such a beautiful day. We've probably got about 68 to 70 degrees, and it is about 20 to 2 or 1:40 in the afternoon, and it's supposed to be just a beautiful day. Cannot complain. Cool breezes, man, this is just the way I like it. So we're going to get into it, see what we can find, see how spring is progressing, and go from there. So thanks friends for joining me on this hike, and hope you're all staying safe, and we'll see you in a little bit. Beautiful flowers. Gorgeous. Well, my friends, today I am on the southern edge of the bison range here at the Minneopa State Park, and I can see them just barely through the fence here, and you see the cars going by slowly. So it would be nice if they were closer to the fence here, but they are not. But a little different trail here on the southern side. We'll see what we can find adventure-wise. Here's a very large plant, which I think is curly dock. I will have to confirm that, but we do have some in the park. I just thought I would get a picture of it here. Here we have a very fine example of jewelweed, or touch-me-not, and it just happens to be right next to this patch of wood nettle. So another good example of having the keer right next to the cause. Here again, jewelweed right next to stinging nettle. The keer next to the cause. Here's a very good example of wild water advancing down a stream bed. It's probably been a little while, and so it is coming down to this point right here where it is just beginning to fill in a little bit of the basin of the stream bed here. I just thought it was kind of neat to see how it just comes up to that layer and kind of soaks into the ground, kind of disappears. Suppose I could collect it and use it if I needed to, using my Grail Geopress water filter, but I'm good on water right now. There is my walking stick, which is roughly 4.5 feet tall, and there is a very large patch of burdock. Some very large leaves that you could cook in. Yeah, pretty amazing. And get that big. Wow. A lot of people I've seen along the trail here think that it's wild rhubarb. So I've been quick to point out that that's not it. Right here they've had to install more of a lattice of fence. I think the bison are pushing up against it, so they've had to reinforce it. And of course the bison are leaving behind these remnants, which Sure still would like to know how that would work for fire tinder. One of these days I'll get an old one and try it out. This is one of the reasons I don't like the southern side of the bison range for its trails, because it's one long stretch in most cases, very straight, uneven ground, and fully in the sun most of the time. And not a lot to see for wilderness per se. I got a little bit of growth, brush and such on the left, but oh man, it's just a long slog to walk by it all, and I will be glad to get back into some shade. That previous piece of video was looking back on where I had come from, and this is what's ahead of me. Looks to be about a half a mile's worth of just straight in the sun, uneven ground path along the fence. Here's the Opossum soft goods, Opossum Perch. It's the heavy canvas and riveted triangular piece that you can improvise a camp stool with. And here's the finished setup. And I sat down in it and it works. Right here, I'll put a little weight on it. You can see that it holds up at least to the weight of my pack. And yeah, it's a pretty good product. Well, let me now tell you about what we used for lashings. So here's what it looks a little close up. We're just using a simple shear lashing to put it together. And I can go into that with a little more detail at some point, but yeah, it's just some paracord, and use it to splay it out. The material is strong enough, the rivets and everything to hold it together. So it's a pretty good little camp stool. And there we have the lash up finished. I got the 2.5 foot long pieces of cedar put together with the shear lashing, and yeah, it works real good. Anyway, well, my friends, it is, I think, the end of my day in hiking. It's about 5 o'clock, and yeah, we had a good time. Met a lot of good people along the way, and shared a little bit of the bushcraft knowledge, and yeah, so I think we're going to wrap it up. Doesn't look like there's anybody here in the picnic grounds, so the thing is tending to get a little less crowded. But you guys stay safe, get out and get dirty, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.